Um, Pretty much, things are still in a shift process right now, and people are finding that you have to be more creative in the way that you find deals and you do deals. Um, so I really like that people have become more open to seller financing and creative financing to help more people get involved. I think that now is a really good time.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Kessel. Today I'm joined by someone I'm looking forward to chatting with, Coach Jay, who is a buy and hold investor, property manager, and mentor. So excited to have you here today.
Excited to be here today.
Great. So for those not yet familiar with your work yet, can you share what your main focus is?
At this time, my main focus is being a coach and consultant for people who are looking to get into real estate and or investors who have a larger inventory, and they may need some boutique services, some gaps filled with their business. That could range from filling construction crews, having a backup because, as we all know, things happen unexpectedly. So, having that, having additional resources available to them and their team, making calls in terms of connecting with other investors and construction professionals that they need, as well as specified resources within the region or area that they are acquiring properties.
Awesome. And which markets do you work in?
So I am in Ohio actually, and I am working with people in Northeast Ohio mostly. I do some work as well for the Central Ohio area.
Okay. So you're local to Ohio, and do you operate in other markets or states as well?
Um, I am not licensed outside of Ohio. However, when it comes to just doing consultant or sharing resources, obviously I can do that. For instance, if it was just information for someone new starting out and they wanted to see what next steps to take, I can provide that information to them, absolutely. But when it comes to certain services, I am not able to practice outside of my license area.
Got you. And what would you say have been some of the main keys that have allowed your business to be able to grow and run smoothly?
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Some keys to growing and running smoothly would really come down to establishing good relationships with other professionals, um, because that's going to determine how you're able to get jobs done. If you have gotten a deal and obviously you need a team working with you to do specific rehab and repair requests, um, establishing relationships with even the police in your area is a good thing. And it's something that a lot of people overlook. But I tell people, staying in contact with local officials and um, in the area where you are, making connections with local businesses and other professionals can help you when you are doing a rehab. People will look out for you. People will keep in touch with you, make referrals for you. So just establishing some really solid relationships are the best thing that anyone can do in this business.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, how did you get started as an investor?
It was kind of a fluke that I started because I inherited a property. And at the time, I was just really young and didn't know much about real estate investment. So I had to rely on a family member to really take over and help me with that. But that's how I actually started, and it just sparked interest in me. And after college, because I actually have a whole other professional existence besides real estate. Um, so after college, I also had some experiences that gave me opportunities where I wanted to pursue my professionalism in real estate, which led to me getting a license, and then also continuing to acquire properties. Um, that was, just kind of the fluke way that I ended up in real estate. But what I saw was that I was really good at coordinating. I was really good at making, calls, going to meetings in person, networking with people, and making those connections. And that's what I encourage other people to do as well.
Yeah, amazing. And so, what does your current investing journey look like?
Currently, I had a little slowdown of momentum in my personal um, journey to acquiring more inventory due to a family matter. So I kind of lost momentum at one point. I was, doing deal after deal. Um, but right now I'm working with someone who is helping me to make my next investment. Um, and it looks like we're going to collaborate on that for a duplex unit. So just jumping back in, this is real life. There's a glamorous side to real estate and there's a not so glamorous side. And sometimes things happen to where you may be doing well, having, some positive, whether it's buy and hold or just turnover flips. And then you hit a stall and you have to just deal with life as it comes. But I definitely can attest to pick it back up as soon as you can because losing that momentum, people are quick to forget about you. So you want to jump back in as soon as possible. And that's why to start the next project, I ended up collaborating with another investor because that'll help, build that momentum back up and get us moving forward with other opportunities to do flips. So I'm excited about that and looking forward to it.
Amazing. And what about the flips are you looking forward to?
So what I wanted to do was go from single family homes because that was really the area that I dealt in mostly was just single family homes, but I'm excited to continue my journey with building and getting into multifamily homes now.
If you're looking for consistent, high quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Awesome. And so, what are you most focused on solving or scaling to next?
Again, with the multifamily opportunities, you go from perhaps this duplex to, depending on what the relationship and connection is next, I would hope to a apartment. That's my ideal goal, is to go to an apartment complex and work on that and begin to scale from there. That's kind of a divergent way um, that I'm taking to get into multifamily. And I would like to stay with that primarily. But hey, single family is a wonderful opportunity. And it also, with the other side of my life where I have another business, I work with individuals with disabilities as well. And so my hope is to be able to create either a group of single family homes or a multifamily unit to where I can house individuals with disabilities and help support them that way and kind of bring those two worlds together. That's my vision.
Amazing. That's a beautiful way to be in service.
Yeah, absolutely.
What has been one of the biggest lessons that you've learned in your real estate journey?
Mm. I'll tell you I can't say, the biggest lesson is what I said before, which is just staying connected, establishing relationship. But a quick story, um, that was a huge lesson and it cost me a lot of money actually. But that's how people learn too, is when you find yourself in a situation where you've gotten burned by a contractor, for lack of better term, because that comes with this world, right? We all know that. That was a big lesson for me because it was earlier on and I was a little too trusting. I come from a helping background. So I have a tendency to want to help people or trust people at face value. And I quickly learned that when it comes to real estate, you definitely have to make sure that your I's are dotted, your T's are crossed, and that the people you're working with, um, you go through the vetting process to make sure that they are who they say they are. So, with that, I had a roofer um, on one of my flips that just ended up being kind of a pain. And upon peeling back the layers and finding out some more information, I found out that his ability to get permits, he didn't renew. And so he was actually expired and he had flashed me the permit, but I didn't sit down and read through it. That's just me being honest. And that was a big lesson for me because, sometimes people will do things and not be honest. And you just have to make sure that you go through all those steps. I ended up losing about $8,000 dealing with that person in the end. But again, that was a one and done. That did not happen to me again because I absolutely learned that lesson.
Yeah, definitely. I can imagine that. After those type of experiences, you learn so much about what not to do.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Yes, for sure. For sure. I
Yeah.
also learned
Go
that
ahead.
if I can add just really quickly, I also
Sure.
learned that as an investor, you can contact the city. Just like, for instance, if an investor was not to pay a contractor, they can actually put a lien on that property. They can go through the process to do that. Well, as an investor, you can make contact to, in theory, put a lien on their permit ability to get permits because of the fact that they um, did not, follow through on their end and keep the contract as they had promised. So that may not be the case in every state, but I know in Ohio, you can go to whatever county has issued their permit and you can notify them that this contractor, broke the terms of your contract, did not finish the work, and there's a consequence and there's a hold that they can put on their ability to get permits. That was something else that I learned besides the financial aspect.
Yeah, that's so helpful to know.
For sure.
What would you say your biggest goals are right now?
My biggest goals, as I said, is to regain that momentum after taking a little break, and also to just have a successful experience with this duplex, um, and continue to build relationships with new contractors. Again, I really want to get into the multifamily space in a larger capacity so that I can then bring in the other aspect that I just mentioned before, which is, being able to provide housing for those with disabilities, and be of service to them in that way as well. What I do is kind of reverse engineer and plot out the goals that I have. I suggest that highly to anyone that is, asking for advice or seeking coaching or mentoring. Um, Write down that goal that you have in terms of what you want to build in real estate and then reverse engineer it and start going through what do I need in order to accomplish this next phase. For me, like I said, I have another person that I am collaborating with, and we're going to work together to get the best contractors in place and get this accomplished within our time frame. But what I want to do beyond that, I'm just really looking forward to being able to see that come to fruition.
Absolutely. And what does the coaching portion of your business look like?
Primarily, what I do in outside of real estate is a lifestyle life coaching for individuals who are looking to accomplish their professional and personal goals, whether that be with life skills or whether that be professionally in their business, or if they're in a corporate structure, I can work with teams on skills like executive functioning skills, communication skills, strategies to reach that next level that they're looking for. And when it comes to real estate, I can also do that being a licensed professional. So I can, support and mentor other individuals as a coach. Um, that's not the formal format of my coaching because it has more to do with what I mentioned before. But that is a service being a licensed person that I can provide to individuals as well if they need it.
Yeah, amazing to help people in that way.
again, it's great coming from that helping background. That's just what I do. So,
Yeah, awesome. And so, what would you say are some of the things that you're looking forward to um, in the real estate industry?
um, pretty much, things are still in a shift process right now. And people are finding that you have to be more creative in the way that you find deals and you do deals. Um, so I really like that people have become more open to seller financing and creative financing to help more people get involved. I think that now is a really good time for those who take the time to get the, education that they need. But there's more opportunities. I mean, even on the side formally, where when it comes to financing, if you're looking for formal financing, not private, which is different, um, the for some people, their credit score has been a barrier, and even that has gone down to 580. Um, that's an important thing for some people because it removes some barriers. You had to, find other avenues to get into real estate if you were a person who didn't have a lot of capital at your exposure, at your disposal. So this is a good time because it really opens the doors for some people who maybe have dreamed of doing it, but they just didn't have the opportunity because of those limitations and boundaries that were in place before. Um, I also know that, you know, because the economy is changing as well. Um, Fortunately for some, unfortunately for others, there are individuals who are in positions where they're financially strained and taxed, and they need more investors who are willing to take on properties for them and get them out of a situation that was causing them distress. So, again, this time, for some people has been very lucrative and presented a lot of new opportunities for people who wouldn't have otherwise been able to get into real estate.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you for sharing that.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I just said absolutely. You know, the biggest thing for me is that I have a helper's heart and I want to be of service to other people as well. Obviously, being in real estate, I like money just like the next person. But truly, I come from an authentic and genuine place and I like to help people. And what I cannot help them with, I'm very, very skilled in coordinating relationship and connection with other people. And that's where I find the most benefit.
Beautiful. Well, before we wrap up here, if someone wants to reach out, connect, learn more, where can people find you?
People can find me on Instagram at Empowerment Ally, EmpowmermentAlli, and also on Facebook at Empowerment Alliance International.
Perfect. Appreciate your time and your story. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me on. I really enjoyed talking to you.
My pleasure. And for those tuning into the show, if you got value, make sure you've subscribed. We've got more conversations with operators like Coach Jay who build real businesses. We'll see you on our next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.